All right, hey everybody, how you doing tonight? So this was I was going to do a broadcast earlier, and then I ended up having some computer issues. Yeah, I'm not going to buy that anyhow. So a new update dropped for Pocket Pennant Run. It's a nice little quality of life update. So again, haven't heard anything. It said it fixed a few bugs, so maybe we'll play through some innings here and see. I don't know. But anyhow, hey Mike, how you doing, man? It's been more than a minute, hasn't it, buddy? Good to see you. So Mike Garland's been hanging out. Hey, random human, how you doing? Mike Garland's been hanging out, man. That guy does some great mods. Between you and Mike Garland and Lansdowne Street, life is so good with Out of the Park Baseball, man. So I'm glad you're back here just for me to again say thank you. Hope you're doing well. I have to pop in the Discord some evening when you're there just to say hi, Mike, and have a little talk. It's been a while. Random Human, hopefully you're doing well, my friend. It's good to see you back 2 nights in a row. Wednesday night, we'll be doing a virtual unboxing of Action PC 2025. So really, really excited about that. All right, to Pocket Pennant Run Baseball. Craig just dropped this update, I guess it was about 2 hours ago. And I'm going to turn off these lines for right now, just so you guys can get a better look at what's going on here. We're going to turn everything just to normal. I've been playing in advanced. We're going to play a normal. Okay, save settings. Save settings. Yeah, save settings. I think we've saved settings. I don't know if we've saved settings. We'll see. All right. Yeah, hey. Random human talking about Mike's versions of the action piece. Yeah, man, they're great. They are great. Okay, hang on here. I'm going to show you guys something really cool with this. And now it looks like we got another maybe bug here. Let me get back to advanced and see. Yeah, this thing is dead. Let me kill it and bring it back. Yep, we got an unhandled exception. Well, this could be the shortest stream for this in the world. So we'll just do it now, or do an action PC thing here. Anyhow, yep, let's just kill it and let's try it again. And I guess we should bring up, I know, lots of icons, because again, I've been dealing with some computer stuff. Let's just go to a quick play and show you this, because I think you guys already saw those little colors under the fielders. All right, so we'll take the 1986 Red Sox. But lots of cool things. It looks like it's going to be coming. Let's do the 2015 Pirates. And Action PC Baseball. So really excited about that. All right. Anyhow. So this isn't a big flashy update. But I think, again, it just really shows what Craig is doing here. All right, who do we want to start? We're going to, of course, start Roger Clemens, and we're going to leave him at a 7 fatigue rating. So, is not valid. It is not valid. Oh, that's because I have historical MLB. Duh, dumbass that I am. Anyhow, so there's going to be an upgrade to the chalkboard. I think that's really going to be cool. There's going to be some additional tabs. So, I don't know if you guys that are in the Field of Dreams League, if you're going to be doing, if you guys are going to switch to 25 once this starts. Let me see. And Garrett Cole, but we're going to give him a 7 also, just to keep things even. Okay, let's play game day. All right. So you see now here's a new update. Well, first, all updated rosters. So 2024 is now available. The other thing, and this is kind of neat, is, of course, all the color coding. And we've been talking about the color coding now for quite a while, which gives you a good indicator. So you see this here with the fielders. So we've got green, blue, red, and yellow. So I don't have to worry. Now, I know that, for instance, here, let's just go to here. Let's go to third base. So I know that Brett Morrell is an A. He's a green. I don't even have to look. I know he's a green. Starling Marte is a green, right? Pretty nice. McCutcheon, green. Blue players are Bs, right? Yellow players are Cs. as you see Pedro Alvarez, and then D's. So when you're playing pocket pennant running, this is especially important when you want to make, say, base stealing decisions, or let's say you want to decide to stretch a double into a triple or something like that. Just at a glance, you'll be able to see. So if this is, this guy, we're not going to do a play yet, but hits out to left. So we know right there that Marte is an A. You're probably not going to try to stretch Starling Marte unless your runner's also an A rating. But I think this is really nice quality of life improvement. Very, very, very helpful. So let's go ahead and do this. All right, so here we go. So we have an 8. This is a left-right 5. Okay, so we've got to look at handedness here. So it's a righty versus righty. So you drop this one down, and this is going to be, and this line will trace, and this is going to be a ground ball to short. So this is a 6-3 put out, and boom. So 1 out, Marty Barrett. And let me see if this thing's going to crash on me again. There we go. Let's just use that. Okay, so batter up, and let's do this. There we go. All right. So this one is going to be, again, this is a left-right. This is a 6. What I'm hoping for, though, is I would like to see, actually, maybe it looks like they just did this. Let me see. Yeah, hey, how about that? This is a quality of life I've been looking for. So now, not all the batters are right-handed. So if it's a lefty batter, he's going to come up on this side. It hasn't changed the pitchers yet, but that's right. So it's a right-left. So there's no advantage at all. So we just look at the number 6 die, and this is just going to be a fly to center. You can see it's right there. It goes to the center. And you can position fielders in this game, by the way. Anyhow, so fly out to center. Pretty cool. So 2 down. Garrett Cole seems to be doing pretty well with these tough Red Sox of 1986. All right, here's Bill Buckner. And we have a range play. So for those of you who haven't seen these range plays, okay, so this one is going to be, and again, I can see right here, it's going to be on Josh Harrison. So, and we can see there his defense. He's not really a very good right fielder. We're going to look at this blue die. It's a 4. But somehow Josh Harrison makes the play. So this will be an F9, and that will retire the side. So props to Craig Harris for doing these updates, because he just pumped out an update just very, very recently. I think it was December 4th. So not bad, not even 2 weeks, and yet another update, and a pretty good one, I think. I really like this quality of life going on here. All right, leading off here, Starling Marte. All right, so Marte, this is going to be an 11 off the batter's die, and this will be a power check for Marte, and it is a 6, and Starling Marte opens up for the Bucks with a double. So there we go. So Starling Marte's aboard. Now, do you see that little green dot there? That tells us that Starling Marte is fast. So he's a speed A, okay? Now, the only thing is I'm not seeing down here for a catcher. Now, I see Rich Gedman has a defensive A. So this early in the game, I'm not going to try to have Marte try to steal third. And Mike, I don't know if you've been playing this lately or not, but let me just show you guys, for anybody that missed this latest update, one of the really cool things that you can do. So Roger Clemens is pitching. So I can look at a glance, not only at the fielders and their ratings. Of course, now I have them up here. But what's really, really nice about this is let's look at pitcher data. So let's say late in the game, you want to bring in another pitcher. You have their stats here, but here's what's really cool. Everything is sortable just by clicking in these up here. And that's the same thing over, in other words, those column headings. Well, that's the same for hitters as well, which is really cool. So if we look at batter data, there we go. So you've got, here's the whole Pirates roster right there. And again, I can just click this, and I can see, no surprise, Pedro Alvarez led, the Bucks that year in 2015 with 27 home runs. But maybe I'm looking for a pinch hitter with average, whatever, and very, very sortable. So really, really, really nice. Okay, let's get back to our current batter here. Actually, let's bring one up. There we go. That always helps. All right, here's Francisco Cervelli, catcher. And this is going to be a batter 2, and it's going to be a ground ball lead runner. So we're going to call this G4L. All right. And there we go. Okay. And the player on second holds. So this game's a lot more fun to play in advanced because you have range plays and stuff like that. There's a lot more to do in the game. So, hey, there's Sean. How you doing? Sean, did you get this new update? Did you see with the little colors under the fielders and everything, color-coded? I dropped about 2 hours ago. So you might want to pick it up. It's a really nice little quality of life update, I think. And all the rosters. So the only thing you have to do to update it this time, right, you have to drag over the executable from the update, and then you have to copy over or just move the roster files into your main Pocket Pennant Run DB files directory one by one. And we've got 2024 season is in here now, and everything is updated. So really cool. And he said he did some bug fixes, so we'll see. All right. Anyhow, what do we say? Okay. Yep. So we need a batter here. So 1 away, and it brings up Neil Walker, hometown boy. All right. And this is going to be just a straight up 4 and an 11. And this is going to be a walk. So when the lines disappear when you're playing advanced, it's going to be a strikeout or a walk. So the ball's not in play, basically, is what that means. All right. So we're going to select this, and we got a walk. So 2 on, and it brings up Pedro Alvarez batting in the 4th spot. So Alvarez with some pretty good power. 27 home runs in 2015. Another addition here is, of course, to see their season stats. Just right there. So really, really cool. Love that. So we got a range play for Marty Barrett at second. So we just do this 3, and this is a ground ball lead runner, right? So this is going to be a G4L. All right. And ground ball lead runner 4, question mark. Okay. So 1 runner got erased. So now I don't have as much speed on the base paths. So 2 down. Brings up Andrew McCutcheon. All right. Can Kutch do something? Yeah, he can swing and miss, and he can strike out. You also notice here, very, very quick. Boom. You don't have to do a lot of switching around like you did before. Even just in a general kind of holistic sense, if I can use the word. Hey, there's Cousin Ken Castro. As Sean says, he can't be bothered to install an update. It's too bad to hear. Cousin Ken, how you doing, man? So, what I like, just looking just right here, I can look at the defense of each team and just get, a real nice idea here. So for these Pirates, in other words, we're pretty weak in the right-hand side here defensively. Strong on the left-hand side. Really good again. Green is an A defensive rating. Blue is a B. Yellow C. Red is D. Okay. And in the case of your Josh Harrison, well, yeah, you're really hurting. Okay, so here's Dewey Evans, and here's the pitch, and this is going to be a defense check to center, and we are going to look at the 4 die, and that's just a fly out to center field. 1 down. So Ken, I was gonna do the 19th century versus the 1900s again in Action PC Baseball. Ran into some weird computer issues, so I installed the latest. I had installed the Windows latest update, and what it did was it knocked out Windows settings, and I literally couldn't change my sound settings, and I was 2 hours fixing this thing, man. It was crazy. It was crazy. All right, so Ken says he played a lot of baseball today. Good, always good. So, yeah. So, did you restart up Bats, cousin, or what are you doing? Yeah, no, I got it worked out, man. But it's just to the point where it's time to. I'm going to buy a new PC. I'm going to completely clean this one, and this is going to be strictly used for music production. And then I've got to get I just got to get another PC. This thing it's still decent, but there's just a lot of things now that. It's like if I see a new game that's really cool, I've got to buy it for PlayStation 5 as opposed to because this just has and Mike's a computer guy. This has a GTX 1661 Ti, which was a good card a few years ago. It's still decent, but there's certain games now I'm starting to see that I can't run, and it has an i7 processor in it. So it's done a great job. Good for music production. It's still a good PC, but man, you know what it's like. So some nice credit cards came in. So I'm thinking after the holidays, it's going to be new PC time. So you're playing Bats 2. All right. So still working on the Bats 1 for this, cousin. So when I get the National League done, I'll send that to you, and then I'll do the American League. All right. So let's bring up a batter here. One down, and we got Jim Rice, one of my all-time favorite Boston Red Sox. And this one is going to be a 9 off the batter's die, and Jim Rice has himself a single. So Boston picks up its first base hit. Jim Rice not terribly fast on the base paths there. As we can see, no stolen bases in 1986. And that will bring up Rich Gedman. All right, here we go. And this is going to be a defense check on the fielder. And this is a 3. And this is going to be a 4-6-3 double play. Gotta love that, man. Gotta love that. I love 4-6-3 double plays. There we go. All right. So no score here as we go to the bottom of the second. And you said, okay, so sorry, playing a second season with the original. Nice. Another iteration. So are you still, I know I haven't convinced you yet, cousin, to put all the positions together, shuffle everybody up, and do a blind draft. So are you still doing, so are you just running through the teams again, changing up some things? Or so how are you replaying Bats 1 again? I'm kind of curious how you're going to do that, because I mean the set, even as it is with those teams, are infinite. It's infinitely replayable. And actually, what I'm going to do here, well, you know me, guys, I can't. I have to talk too. So what Ken's talking about here, guys, let's bring it up here really, really quickly so you can see it. This is oh my God, I don't care about generative summaries. Leave me alone. So this is a set put out. There's 2 sets. This is the first one. This is my favorite. And this is, and Mike is listening on his way home from hockey. Good to hear you again, man. Yeah, I'll stop in some night on the Discord and we'll talk, Mike. I miss you, man. So guys, what this is it's a really, really, really neat, all-time greats roster set. This is the original 16 franchises. And these are players from 1875 to 1960. So if you wanted to there, and then there's the Bats 2, and that goes from 1961 to present. So, but this is, you've got some great, so just looking at some of the folks here, and who people like. So I know cousin, for instance, he's a big Phillies fan, and just like in the Fields of Dreams League, just like in the McGreevy League, this is a great way to learn about players here. So anybody that you see in red, those are Hall of Famers. But there's some good there's some good players on here that aren't, like Fred Letteris, Andy Semenick is here, Cy Williams, Del Ennis. These are just Phillies. So again, then we look down here. There's Lee Meadows, who's a former will become a Pirate. Lee Meadows there in 1920. You got Earl Moore, Jim Constanti, who was the 1950 MVP. So, and then of course the usual suspects, Hall of Famers, Ashburn, Delahanty, Hamilton, Klein, Alexander, and Roberts for the Phillies. From my Pittsburgh Pirates, yep, notice no pitchers that are Hall of Famers, but still I'll take Babe Adams and Deacon Felipe in a pinch. But Max Carey, Fred Clark, Ralph Kiner, Mazeroski, Trainer, Vaughn, Wagner, and both Wayner brothers. Then the Giants, of course, are stacked. But this is a great set. Cousin has this in Cards and Dice. And, of course, everybody knows I own Baseball for Windows. So he kindly gave me this roster that I'm going to actually be putting into. Dwayne Martz put it into Digital Diamond Baseball. I'm going to be putting this into Pocket Pennant Run. And I thought about actually putting this into Out of the Park Baseball and Action PC. And at some point also, of course, I've got to do right by APA, and I've got to put it into to Baseball for Windows. I actually used to have this a long time ago when I was in Europe, but somehow it got lost. All right. Anyhow, Let's get back to this game, do a couple more innings just for shits and giggles. All right. Fred Ludacris says, how about it? Okay, so Ken says same teams doing more platooning like Dwayne does. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, tended to play the same starters. Yeah, and I mean platooning wasn't really a thing, and I know again this goes up to 1960, but wasn't a lot of platooning that went on in earlier baseball, which you and I love so very, very much. By pre-60 standards, those teams are stacked. Absolutely. Again, I think it's always fun to find new ways to play all-time great franchises, and so these bat sets are amazing. And Dwayne Martz sent me the bats too, which I still have to do something with. Can't wait to do that too. But with the 1893 or with the integrated mod project going on, 1911 in McGreevy, plate's kind of full, and then showing this game off occasionally, when updates come up, or I just feel like rolling them up virtually, cousin Ken. I know I'm gonna get me a webcam. I do have a webcam actually, so maybe on our Super Bowl baseball extravaganza, I will maybe roll up some cards and dice. Maybe on that night, we'll see. That night, I'm gonna try to really go. We're gonna shoot for 12 hours, man. So we'll see what happens. All right, so here's Brett Morrell. Don't know why he's in there, but we're going to go ahead and just go with it. All right, here is the pitch, and swing batter. So Morrell goes down swinging, and that will be for Clemens, his second strikeout of the game, and that will bring up Josh Harrison now. Here's the pitch to Harrison, and this is going to be a 10 off the batter card, and Josh Harrison has himself a single. So the Pittsburgh Pirates pick up their second base hit of the game, 2015 Pirates versus the 1986 Boston Red Sox. Here's Jordy Mercer now. Jordy Mercer could come through in the clutch. So again, now you see here this blue for Jordy Mercer. Okay, now if I just click on Jordy and if I go to steal, and you can always take this back. Now, Rich Gedman is an A, so I probably at this point don't want Jay Hay to steal against Rich Gedman. Late inning situation, close game, I might give it a shot, but I'm not going to. I'm just curious what Clint Hurdle would say to do. See, Clint Hurdle's calling for the steal, but again, I think this is what I like to do is if I don't think that a steal is safe, and I'd be doing the same if I was managing the Red Sox. I'm going to override because the rule in this game is that so you've got a runner going, and if the defense is higher than the runner, right, chance he's going to be out. And if we look at Josh Harrison, so Josh Harrison is a B, so he's got only really a 50% chance of being safe. So I'm not going to run Harrison. Limitless possibilities, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Cousin, what we do every year on the Super Bowl, we do baseball all day and all evening on this channel until the end of the Super Bowl. So this year, I'm going to make sure I'm rested up on that Saturday and all that. And we'll start, we're going to start around 11 or noon on Super Bowl Sunday. And we're going to run it. And maybe what I'll do for little breaks, like dinner, stuff like that, is I'll do it like we'll fire up a game of like MLB The Show or do an Ernie Harwell game or something like that, or old time baseball. So we're going to try to keep it filled with baseball. Maybe we can get into a little chin wag during the Super Bowl for the few that will be like for Ken Castro and me. They'd probably be the only people in the chat at that point while the game's on. But that's become a really nice tradition on my channel. We've been doing that since 2018, I think it is. No, 2019. It's always been a tradition for me to do something baseball related on that day, whether it was watch a bunch of baseball movies, read baseball books, or play baseball. But this channel, which I just learned from YouTube, is 6 years old now, which is really, really cool. We've been doing this since 2019, the Super Bowl thing. All right, anyhow, here's Jordy Mercer. Here's the pitch to Mercer, and this one is going to be off the batter die, and this is going to be a fly ball to right with a possible tag. All right. So let's do F9T. I don't think there's going to be a tag. Nope. So 2 down, and here comes Garrett Cole. So Garrett Cole batting with 2 down. Don't expect a lot here. This is going to be a range play on Jim Rice, and Jim Rice definitely makes the play there. So fly to left. That will end the inning. So again, the flow of this game is so nice. It is so very nice. Top of the third, here's Ray Quinones. Steve Lyons on deck here for the 1986 Red Sox. Here is the pitch from Garrett Cole, and this is going to be off the batter's dice, and this is just going to be a 3 unassisted. We'll just call it 3 unassisted because I don't feel like saying, oh, he ran over and got it. So right up there we go. All right. Next up now, Steve Lyons. Steve Lyons with a 250 average in 1986 for John McNamara's Red Sox. And we've got a range play on Josh Harrison. That's a 4, and that's a fly to center. There's no player. I don't need to worry about that. I know. I've already looked at Jay Hay. So this is a fly ball, center field. Actually, he's not in center. Should be fly to right, but that's okay. 2 outs. All right, and here's Roger Clemens, and here's the pitch to the Rocket. Look out here. 10 off the batter card, and Clemens gets himself a base hit. So the Boston Red Sox and the Pittsburgh Pirates tied in hits in this game, and you can see Clemens, not known as a base stealer. All right, here's the pitcher back at the top of the order now, Marty Barrett, who grounded out to short last time up. And this one's going to be a left righty, and this is going to be a line out. We're just going to call this a line out to second because 2 outs, why do the double play? So liner to second, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the third inning. No score here at PNC Park. All right, we're back at the top of the order. Starling Marte, last time up, doubled to open things up for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And this is going to be trouble. This is a batter 10. It's going to be a single. So Marte has himself another base hit. All right, now this is where I would probably run with Marte. Let's see what Clint Hurdle says. Clint Hurdle says, go for the steal. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yep. And Starling Marte is safe at second. So the Bucks get one into scoring position. Francisco Cervelli, who grounded to second last time up in the box. Here's the pitch from Clemens. And this is going to be a single. And batters advance 1 base. So the stolen base, really nice. Runners at the corners for the Pirates. Nobody out. And it brings up Neil Walker. Neil Walker drew a free pass last time off the Rocket. Here's the pitch. And not so good news. Neil Walker, swing and a miss. Strike 3. All right, so 1 away now. And that brings up Pedro Alvarez. So looking for Alvarez to go yard here at PNC. Not going to happen this time, I don't think. Let's see, 9 batter, 12. Okay, this is a park. So this is a pitcher park. So then we go to 6. And it's still going to be a double. So what happens again is you look at this, and if this was a batter, so we already have a 9 batter 12, so we know it's a park, and we go to 6. Okay, so when we go to 6 here, which is a good thing I looked at this because I almost gave him a free hit, didn't I? Okay, so that park factor, oh no, it goes off power, is a double. So if this was a hitter's park, we would treat this 6 as a 7 roll, and that would have been a double, and the runners would have advanced 3 bases. As it is, it's a double. Runners advance 2 bases. But if, let's say, we knocked it down for the pitcher, which we have to, we treat this as a 5. For Pedro Alvarez, this is still a double, and the 2 asterisks means the runners advance 2 bases. So just those nice little things here you got to just do. All right, so the Buccos pick up a run here with 1 out. Runners at second and third for Pittsburgh. And coming up to bat now is Andrew McCutchen. He whiffed his last time out. Clemens with 3 strikeouts thus far in the game. This is going to be a range play on Jim Rice. We'll go to a 10, and Rice makes an error. So E7. E7. And there we go. So another run scores. A little gift for the Pirates. 1 out, runners at the corners. And that will bring up Brent Morrell, who struck out his last time. And looks like he is going to walk this time. So the bases are loaded. Bases are loaded for these buckaroonies. And I'm a Pirates fan, and I don't do too many Pirates games on my channel. 2-0 Pirates lead right now. Range play on Bogsy at third. This is a 5, and this is going to be a grounder to third, and the runners advance 1 base. Okay. So this is going to be a 5-3, and the runners advance a base, and a run scores. Pittsburgh picking up 3, 2 down. And here comes Jordy Mercer. Jordy flew out to right his last time up. Here's the pitch. Jordy swing and a miss. Strike 3. However, the Pittsburgh Pirates do pick up 3 runs. We go to the top of the 4th inning. It's the Pirates 3, the Red Sox nothing. Bernie Strom, how you doing? Good to see you, Bernie. Bernie, I don't know how you and I are going to hook up, but we got to do this. We got to get the World Series out of the way. I saw earlier I was at work, but I got home and fired up YouTube and saw that you had done some Fields of Dreams baseball earlier. So I'm going to maybe tune into that after I'm done with this little broadcast here. I'm not going to play a full 9-inning game. I'm just having some fun here and showing this latest update of Pocket Pennant Run Baseball. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm going to turn on the pitching rules. Hopefully this isn't going to crash the game. But let's go to settings because I did get an exception that last time. Let's see what happens. Okay, cool. Settings have been saved. So now what happens? Oops. Now I got to fix this for this. This is my fault. I still want to play advanced because advanced is more fun. Okay, there we go. So you're going to see, we were talking about color coding, and I've never really done the pitching thing before here for warming up pitchers because I usually just don't in any game I play. But we'll play this long enough to see whether we've got to warm up a hitter or not. Bernie, I hope you're doing well out there. And I believe, so Hanukkah and Christmas, same date this year. That hasn't happened since 2005, my friend. But anyhow, hopefully you'll have a blessed Hanukkah. And I also know that you celebrate Christmas as well. So awesome. Awesome on both sides. All right, here's Wade Boggs. Flew out to center his last time up. So Garrett Cole versus Roger Clemens. Pretty good lineup right now. Garrett Cole enjoying a 3-run lead here in the top of the 4th. And here's the pitch. This is a range play on Josh Harrison, and that's a 12. And Harrison, that is going to be an error. So score that one E9. And that is an error. And then, again, the color coding we can see here. So at first, Wade Boggs, he's not going to really go anywhere. All right, here's Bill Buckner. Buckner flew out to right his last time up. Here's the pitch. And this one is going to be a left-right 2. So we have a righty versus lefty. So this is a ground ball, double play asterisk. So we're going to see how that plays out here. All right, so this could be a ground ball because it's not going to be a, well, yeah, it will be a ground ball double play asterisk. So this could be a 4-6-3 double play because there's nowhere he's going to go. So 4-6-3 double play, boom, 2 outs. If we had the runner already there, then he would have gone to third. All right, batter up. And here's Dewey Evans. And we got a range play this time on Neil Walker. And this is a 7, and this is going to be a G4. Neil Walker able to range to his left and make the play. So this is just going to be a 4-3. All right. So bottom of the 4th, Red Sox still behind the Pittsburgh Pirates of 2015, 3-0. Garrett Cole, who flew out to left, will lead things off. And then back at the top of the order was Starling Marte. Marte, 2 for 2 in the game and with 2 singles. All right. And Garrett Cole, ooh, big fastball there coming in from Clemens. And that will be your basic strikeout. So Clemens now with 5 strikeouts in the game brings up Starling Marte. So I'm sorry, he's doubled and singled. All right, Marte, this is a range play on Dwight Evans and right field. That's a 2. Evans is going to make the catch. So that's an F9. And quickly 2 down. So Marte for the first time not on the base paths. Francisco Cervelli has grounded to second and singled. Here's the pitch. And this one is going to be a range check on Jim Rice, and we look, it's a defense check, and this is going to be a fly to left. So quiet inning. The Buccos go down. We go to the top of the fifth inning. The Pittsburgh Pirates of 2015, 3. The 1986 Boston Red Sox, nothing. All right. Jim Rice strides to the plate. Rich Gedman waits on deck. Jim Rice singled his last time up. Here's the wind and the pitch. And this one is going to be too short. And that is going to be just a 6-3 putout. So grounded to Jordy Mercer for out number 1. Bernie, I forget if you have this game or not. I think you do. I'm just really loving what he's doing. Stuff that's going to be coming up next. At some point, schedule generator, which is really, really going to be nice because I want to do I'd like to recreate bats and some other things in this. And I'm also hoping he will do a lineup generator too, because there already is one. When you do quick sim like this does do a lineup generator. Of course, you have actual lineups when you played, but any teams that you create in the team management section and play them against each other, there is no lineup generator, and there's just times I can't be arsed to do a lineup. All right, here's Rich Gedman now. Here's the pitch to Gedman. Range play to Brent Morrell at third. This is going to be an 11, and this is going to be a single for Rich Gedman. So Gedman picking up a little base hit action there. Gedman aboard. Not a lot of speed there. Here's Ray Quinones. Last time grounded 3 unassisted. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. All right, so strikeout. Garrett Cole picks up his first strikeout of the game. 2 down for Boston. And it brings up Steve Lyons, who flew to center his last time up. Cole peers in, has the sign. Here's the wind and the pitch. And this one is going to be a 9 from the batter card, and this is going to be a single. So Red Sox bats coming alive a little bit here. 2 down, 2 on, and that will bring up Roger Clemens. Now let's see what McNamara wants to do. Does he want to go to a pinch hitter with 2 down and Clemens up? He says no. And I don't know why he's calling for a steal, because you're not going to steal with either of these guys. Here's the pitch, and swing and a miss. And down goes Clemens. Down goes Frazier. All right, bottom of the fifth. Game moving along at a pretty good clip. 3-0 Pirate lead. Neil Walker up there now. He's walked and struck out. Clemens, thus far, through 4 innings of work, has given up 5 hits, 3 runs. He's struck out 5, walked 2. And here's the pitch. And this is going to be a left-right 1, and this is going to be just a line out to third. There we go. All right, 1 away. And that brings up Pedro Alvarez. Alvarez, fielder's choice and a double in this game. Range play on Buckner at first. This is an 8, and this is going to be a 3 unassisted to Buckner. So really starting to feel a lot more comfortable with this game. The only thing I'm worried about is the other night we were playing a game and we went into extra innings. It was like 12th inning. Nobody was scoring, and we did a substitution, and then once I was trying to get that player out, the other player in, the game just like wouldn't let me make any changes. Tried everything I could, and it kept saying I had an illegal lineup. So I don't know if that bug's been fixed or not. I hope so. All right. Yeah, it does have great potential, Bernie. And again, he just updated this not even 2 weeks ago. And after I got the computer running again, it's like, wow, okay, here we go. Another update already. And I love this, man. I love it. Bernie, I don't know if you've played with the advanced rules, but I'll tell you what, I don't think I would go back now to there's only one thing, and I don't know if he's fixed it. It wasn't a bug, but it's a new feature. So like you will get sometimes an instance where it will say the right fielder's chasing the ball in the gap, choose a hit. Well, that to me, I don't like that, because it feels like, okay, I've got to make a sort of judgment call. Paul Fay is working on the new rule book for this. And until I see that, Paul's not even clear on it either. And he did say that it was a new feature that wasn't fully tested. I don't want to have to do any guesswork. I'm playing a game. I don't want to, and if I'm especially managing a team more closely, whatever, I don't want to be unfair to either team. So, I mean, if I did, I would just say, oh, well, shit, it's a triple. So I don't want to do that. So hopefully that'll be something that will be next in the game. But yeah, this game has great potential and fantastic value. Yeah, I love it. It's quickly becoming one of my favorite baseball games already. All right, so here's Kutch now. So Kutch has struck out, and he was got on an error on Jim Rice his last time up. All right, Roger Clemens peers in, has the sign from Rich Gedman. Here is the pitch, and Andrew McCutchen unable to catch up to Roger Clemens there. That will be another strikeout by the Rocket. All right, so the Bucks do nothing. We go to the top of the sixth. It's still 3-0. The Pirates runs all coming. Their 3 runs in the third inning. Back at the top of the order for Boston, Marty Barrett now. He is grounded to short and lined to second. Here's the wind in the pitch by Garrett Cole. And this is going to be a swing and a miss. Marty Barrett will go down on strikes. So 1 away here for Boston in the top of the 6th inning. Striding the plate now, Wade Boggs. Bill Buckner waits on deck. Boggs, in this game, has flown to right, and he got on an air to right field. Josh Harrison out there, not exactly known as Roberto Clemente, or congratulations, Dave Parker, for making the Hall of Fame. It's about damn time. All right, here's the pitch to Boggs, and this is going to be a control 10, and Boggs draws the walk. Good eye up there. Good eye up there by Wade Boggs. So Boggs aboard, and that will bring up Bill Buckner. So Buckner grounded out to short his last time up. And Garrett Cole lets it go, and this one is going to be a batter 10, and that is a single. Runners advance 2 bases. So good stuff. Runners at first and third now for Boston, and only 1 down, so a chance for Boston to cut into this Pittsburgh lead. Dewey Evans now is flown to center and grounded to second. All right, let's see what McNamara would be calling for in this. He is calling for a bunt. What do you think there, I don't know, Bernie, if you're still with us here, or any Red Sox fan, what do you think? Do we let Dewey Evans bunt? I don't know. I don't know that we let Dewey Evans bunt. I mean, the man had 26 home runs. I'm going to override McNamara. I've already overrided Clint Hurdle. We're going to let him swing away, and it's a strikeout. So there we go. Right. Exactly. Thank you, guys. So Sean and Bernie saying, hell no. Well, Bernie saying no and Sean punctuating it with a hell no. Love it. All right. Let's get a batter up here. Pop Fisher. Current batter's the same as the last batter. Yeah, I know. There we go. All right. Here's Jim Rice now. He is a single and a ground out. 1 for 2 in the game. Runners are first and third. 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning. And this will be a range play. And Starling Marte, this is a 2 easy fly ball to left, and that will retire the side. So Garrett Cole got in a little bit of trouble there and got out of it. So again, I like the look here. So looking at the Red Sox here defensively, just looking at these colors, not as probably as strong defensively as the Pittsburgh Pirates, but definitely offensively a great team. Not saying that they're bad, but just being able to see here, according to these ratings now, just being able to see kind of weak on the left-hand side there, a little stronger over on the right. Pirates are the opposite. All right, here's Brent Morrell, who I'm about ready to pull for somebody else because, I don't know, he walked last time. We'll see. And this one is going to be, this is a left-right 3, and he's just going to ground 3 unassisted either way. It doesn't matter which way we go. So, again, we'll just call this 3 unassisted. And let's have a look at this beautiful score sheet just for a second. There it is. I love it. I love this. Another reason I love this game. Look at that. That is so cool looking. All right. So let's get a batter up here. All right. Here's Josh Harrison now. 1 for 2. And range play. And Jim Rice having to do a lot of range plays out there. This is 11, and that's going to be another error on Jim Rice. Unable to get to the ball. So E7. All right. So the Bucks with a runner on, and here comes Jordy Mercer. He's flown out and struck out. Here's the pitch to Mercer, And this is going to be a defense checked first. And that's a 4, and that's a ground ball. So that's going to be a G3L. So G3L, baby. Ground ball, lead runner. Okay, so we got us a fielder's choice. All right, batter up. Here's Garrett Cole now. Let's see what Clint Hurdle wants to do. I mean, he's got a 3-0 lead, pitching a shutout. He's saying pinch hitter, and I'm going to override Clint Hurdle. I'm not going to take a pitcher out that's pitching a 5-hitter. Or, yeah, a 5-hitter with a 3-run lead. That's not happening. Okay, so there's a control 5, and that's a strikeout. And again, because there's not really an AI in this game, I think that these... Okay, Garrett Cole is fatigued. So you're going to see this change up a little bit. Boop, there it goes. So he lost a K over here. I'm still going to leave Cole. But notice now, this is something that is new as of the last update. Now Garrett Cole has this like sort of orange color, if you will. So I've got to keep an eye on that now. Got to be careful. Now I could start pitchers warming up for Cole, which I might. So that way you can see how that works. So let's go to our bullpen. Okay. Actually, I don't want to do that because that will take them right into it. So what I do want to do, though, is I want to go to the bullpen. And let me see. I don't know. Let me see. Let's look at this. Joe Blanton's only good for 2 innings. Maybe we could Happ as a starter, but I think, again, correct me. I think, wasn't he a spot starter? I don't know. Let's do this. Let's just sort them out that way. We'll sort you guys out. There we go. I should just let one of you guys. I'm going to get somebody with few innings of fatigue anyhow. I'm not so familiar with these. I'm looking at the Pirates. I'm looking at the... it's too soon to bring in Melanson. Shit, who do I want to bring in just to get started? Let me see here. Let's just let him start. So I'm going to start him. I don't have advanced pitching selected. Oh, well, that's why it's not working. Jeez, I thought I had advanced pitching. See that? There you go. All right. Now, there we go. Let's warm him up. Okay. And we can always cancel warm up. All right, so we're back to it. Garrett Cole here, and now it turned off the advanced settings. Oh my God. Okay, maybe a little bug here, just maybe a little bug. Let's hit advanced on both of these. Okay, and we should be okay. All right, here's Rich Gedman now. Gedman last time singled. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. And Rich Gedman will strike out. Garrett Cole picking up another one here. All right, batter up. And it's Ray Quinones now. And his last time up, he struck out. Here's the pitch. It's another strikeout. Jeez. So I get a pitcher up there. Now notice this is changing up here, guys. This is really important. This number. So the next batter, Volstad, will be ready to come into the game. But with 2 outs, I think I'm going to go ahead and cancel this. Garrett Cole doesn't look like he's in trouble. It does give you credit for 1 if he's still pitching. Let's say we get the 3rd out. It will let you have 1. But I'm going to go ahead and cancel this warm-up. So let's go to our bullpen, and let's cancel it. Okay. Volstad, he's down. Okay. This pitcher is already started warm-up. You cancel warm-up. His batter count will start over if warmed up again. Yep, makes sense. So now nobody in there. So you don't have to guess. It has very, very hard and fast rules on how long a relief pitcher has to warm up. So, again, this is new as of the last update. So getting more visual with it. Lefty and righty batters now, they're on the proper side of the plate, which is nice. I guess he's not going to be able to change the pitchers, but that's not too bad. Okay, so here we go. Here's Steve Lyons. He has flown to center and singled. 2 down for Boston. Nobody on. 3-0 Pirate lead. Here's the pitch. And this one is going to be a batter 4. And this is just going to be a 4-3 put out, and that will retire the side. So how about it? Garrett Cole saying, there's no way you're taking me out. What are you talking about? All right, let's take care of this 4-3. Pittsburgh Pirates are up to bat now. 7th inning stretch time. So, yeah, Sean, I don't know if you're it's just because you're disenchanted with the game or whatever, but I don't know, man. I think it's worth staying with, and just seeing where it goes. I mean, I've seen just nothing but steady improvement with this game, and you already bought it, so you want to with Python. I don't think you're going to do it. So why don't you just if you well, I don't think that's possible with Python because there's not an executable per se to run. I mean, it'd be nice if he would do that, but the other thing you can do is you can just re-download the game. I mean, there would be that too, but I don't know, man. If all you have to do is drag an icon from one place to another, it's up to you, dude. It's up to you. I get where you're coming from. All right, back at the top, you just ask on Facebook for them to do it. If they can't, you understand. Well, that's cool. I don't know enough about this programming language. I know that Python is a high-level, fairly easy to learn programming language. So I don't know whether, because if this game is written in C++ or whatever, you could do that. I don't know how that works or if it would work with Python. It might. I don't know. I'm not as familiar with that language, although one of the virtual studios that I use called Falcon, which is super, super powerful, uses Python, and you can use that for scripting different effects chains and stuff like that if you want. I don't mess around with that. I just do regular synth programming and stuff. But who knows? Maybe that's something down the line that Craig will do, huh? All right, Marte, 2 for 3 on the day. Here is the pitch. This is going to be a range play on Buckner at first. And this is a 12. And Bill Buckner, shades of 1986 again. So Buckner, this is going to be an E3 on Buckner. So, of course, this game not counting for anything. And we got speed on the base paths. And I did steal with Marte earlier. I got nobody out. I'm not going to run Marte. Yeah, I am. I think I'm going to steal with him again. Why not? Yes. And he's safe. So 2 stolen bases. Error on the play. Runners advance. Oh, my God. Errors all over the place here. 4 errors in this game. 3 for the Red Sox, 1 for the Pirates. All right. So nobody out. Marte at third. Here's Francisco Cervelli. Here's the pitch. And Cervelli is not going to be able to catch up. Roger Clemens dropping a curveball in there. And that will be a strikeout. So 1 away for Neil Walker. Neil Walker in this game has walked, struck out, and a line out to third. Here's the pitch to Neil. And this is going to be a lefty-righty. This is a 6. Neil's a right-hander. So in this case, because Clemens is a right-hander, it's still going to be a fly to right. But you can see the difference would be you have a fly ball with a possible tag, which Marte may run or may not. I don't know. But we have to take it down 1 die. So from 6, we go to 5, and it's a fly to right. Okay. And see, Marte held. Okay, so 2 away. And here comes Pedro Alvarez. So big bat for these Pittsburgh Pirates. But he's managed 1 extra base hit in the game. Last time up, grounded to first. And not going to do anything well, actually, yeah, he is. He's going to draw the walk. So the Pirates still alive in this bottom of the 7th, 2 on. And that will bring up Kutch. So McCutcheon has struck out twice in this game. And he was on also once in an error by Jim Race. Here's the pitch. And this is going to be a batter, 12, Park. So Park 2, this is a pitcher Park. So we see it's a 2. And this is going to be fly to right. We're not going to worry about the tag. So we're going to select out. And this is a regular old F9. So the Bucks threaten, but they do not score. So Garrett Cole, he's fatigued again. So we're going to have to go to our bullpen. And let's get some peoples up here. Let's get 1 guy up here anyhow. Let's set up Tony Watson, maybe. I'm gonna put in Vance Worley. Okay. All right, so Vance Worley. All right, last time. So Garrett Cole, you saw because he lost. Again, the game keeps track of all this stuff for you. I'd love for it to do that on left-right calls over here, instead of me having to look up and down, but that's okay. But now when he started, he had like 2 strikeouts up there, then 1. Now, if he rolls a 1 as a control, so now Garrett Cole only has 4 rolls in which he can strike somebody out. So, going to be time to really, really watch Garrett Cole. All right. So, he has struck out 6 in this game. All right. Here's Roger Clemens. Speaking of strikeouts, struck out his last time up. Range play on McCutchen, and McCutchen makes the easy play out there in center field for 1 out. So Pirates doing pretty well against the American League champion Boston Red Sox in one of the most exciting World Series that I think of all time. It really was a great one, huh? Marty Barrett struck out last time up. Here's the pitch, and this one is going to be a single for Marty Barrett. So Bernie's still awake there. He's saying, okay, go Red Sox. All right. Vance Worley is going to be about ready to come in. And here's Wade Boggs. Here's the pitch to Boggs. Range play on Alvarez. And this is going to be a 2. And this is going to be a G3L. Okay. So 2 away. Will Garrett Cole. All right, so Vance Worley's ready to come in now. He's ready to come in, and this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. What do I want to do here? Do I want to let Cole go 1 more batter and sacrifice? I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to let Garrett Cole try to get the 3rd out here. Why not? Here's Bill Buckner, singled his last time up. And this is a control 10. And it's a wild pitch. It's a wild pitch. And I forgot that that's an other. Wild pitch. And yeah, that's it, man. That is it. We're going to go into our bullpen. And Vance Worley will come in. And we're just going to leave his fatigue rating. So now you can see Worley is green. His fatigue is good for 2 innings. Again, if you're playing older baseball with this, it's nice. You can change fatigue ratings for pitchers. So when I play in the dead ball era or do games in the 19th century in this, they get 9s for fatigue. I know that not every dead ball pitcher could go a full 9, but I just think that just because of the nature of dead ball, I've kind of made that a little house rule that both starting pitchers get 9s, but then I usually don't mess with fatigue ratings for relievers in dead ball. But for modern baseball, I leave it because I think this game does modern baseball pretty well. All right, so here's Vance Worley now. So he only pitched 73 innings in 2015, an ERA of 3.95, struck out 49, walked 41. He was 4-6. So we're not going to get anybody up in the pen with 2 down. And here we go. All right, and this is a control 3, and it's a strikeout. All right. So Clemens is fatigued. So let's see what's going to happen with Clemens because I want to be fair here. Okay, Clemens, he's still got a lot of strikeout power going on. Let's see what McNamara wants to do. He doesn't want a relief pitcher, so got that right. What are the lines for in the field again? These are for range plays, Sean. So these kind of like section off the field, I guess is the best way to put it. It's like you can go to fielders here and you can set fielder positions. So you can see here, these are all zones. So your third baseman is zone 1 and your left fielder is zone 1. So that's how you can, that's kind of how you do things here. So right fielder is in zone 6, as is the first baseman. But it's a way you can position fielders. So it says, yep, So each fielder can cover one of two zones. So depending upon how you want to do this, maybe, you might want to move your second baseman. So right now he's in zone 4. Maybe you want him in zone 5, because you can see that, like, when there's a hit, it's showing you where the hit's going. So if it's, let's say if it's hit to second, it knows, like on the die roll, how much of a range play the second baseman is going to have to make. All right, because you can see now they're playing closer to the bag here. But I could place him in this zone, right? The second baseman is this zone, play him down here. But I'm just leaving them straight up now as I'm still getting used to this. It is cool, yeah. It is cool. In fact, I don't even play this game basic anymore now. I love this way of playing it. Anybody looking for tutorial? Paul Fay, FAC Sports Desk with Paul. Good Liverpudlian, who is now living in Cyprus. He's done a lot of beta testing for this game. He's done a couple broadcasts of it, and he's going to be writing the manual. And Paul's a really, really good guy. So do check out that channel. FAC Sports Desk with Paul. All right. Brett Morrell will lead things off here for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And waiting on deck is Josh Harrison. Morrell grounded out 3 unassisted. We're going to let him go ahead and have a little bit of time at bat. All right. So there you go. So there's a range play going out to center. Now I have my center fielder. Right, I can either have him play here or play here. He's a defense D. We're going to play, it's a 9, and this is going to be a single for Brett Morrell. Now, so Morrell goes over. He can't make the play. All right, so possibly if he's playing over in this area, maybe he makes the play. But it also has a lot to do with the defense. So Steve Lyons, this is a single off the bat of Brett Morrell. So you could position fielders, I guess, back and forth if you wanted to. I've never tried that. It'd be, I guess we could move him over. I think that would, I don't know if that moves it just for the Red Sox or not. Be an interesting exercise here. Batter up. Let's see. So we've got a righty. We're going to leave him sort of shading off to the left for right now, because in the advanced game, switch hitters pretty much can hit the ball anywhere. And like a right-hander is going to tend to pull to the left, a lefty's going to tend to pull to the right, for power hitters, or I guess or just for hitters in general. So kind of makes sense. Although I think it's a little bit oversimplified, and I might be reading that a little bit incorrectly. But you could certainly, a good hitter is going to be able to hit to almost any field. Even Ted Williams, who could and refused to in the 1946 World Series, could slap it to any field. So. But it's neat, and I think that we're going to see more development of this as more people play the game and get used to it. And 700 some people in the Facebook group, you got to love that, man. All right, here's Jay Hay now. Here's the pitch. I said I wasn't going to do a full game, but there you go. What can you say? All right, so this is going to be a left-right 10, and this is going to be a single. Runners advance 2 bases. All right, look out. Look out. The Pirates are getting busy again here. 2-1, nobody out. Here's Jordy Mercer. Here's the pitch to Mercer. And this is going to be a 12. But it's righty-righty, so it's a single instead. So it's not a park factor. So the Buccos get a little break here. So, it's a park. I'm sorry, it's a park 4. So they're not going to get a break. So it's the pitcher's park. So park and power are equal, but this is where park factors come into it. So either way, it's going to be a fly out and a tag. So if we drop this to 3, it's a fly out and a tag, right? So this is going to be a fly ball to center and a tag, and runner tags and scores 4-0. I almost gave him a single. Because I wasn't reading the next die over, because this tells me park factor. Just remember, power and park are the same thing, but power is just straight up. Park has to do with what's up here. If it's neutral, it doesn't stay. If it's a hitter's park, it goes up 1 die. If it's a pitcher's, it goes down 1 die. All right. Here's Vance Worley now, and no, he's not going to hit. He's not going to hit. So, and I just realized, all right, what am I going to do here? This is going to suck. Let me go to my bullpen here. So I got to get somebody warmed up in the 9th, and it's going to be Mark Melanson. So where are you, Mark? There's my man. All right, so we're going to warm him up. Okay. And then we're going to go to our lineup or our bench. And I think we're going to take out Vance Worley. Don't want him on there. So let me see. Who do I want? Let's do it this way. I want some good average here. Be nice if it had like on base percentage or something here, but it doesn't. Let's bring in Jose Tabata. Yeah, let's bring in Jose Tabata. Let's do that. Let's go to the bench. And current batter is Worley, and I'm going to bring in Tabata. And this is where we're going to see whether this is the same shit's going to happen again. If so, that's going to suck. All right, there we go. So I'm going to pinch hit, make changes, and Jose Tabata is in there now, okay? So 289 average and just 38 at bats in 2015. One away, runner on first for the Pirates. And Clemens deals, and this is going to be a batter one, ground ball, double play. So that's it. Inning double play, 5. Yeah, 6-4-3 double play. Duh. 6-4-3 double play. That retires the sides, and now this thing is going to yell at me. Okay, so Tabata, he's got to go, man. He's got to go, and he's going to switch with, wow, I hope it'll let me do this, with Mark Melanson. Where are you, Mark? Where are you, Mark? Come on, Mark. All right, Mark Melanson. Select position, pitcher, and choose position. There we go. It worked. Save lineup. And then we just do that, and we're good. All right, so that was fixed. This pitcher's not warmed up sufficiently. So I should have had somebody up. This was my fault. So he is going to get a reduction in control. So, yep, my dumbass fault, and I'm not going to touch the fatigue rating at all. All right, so Melanson will face Dwight Evans here. Top of the 9th, 4-0 Bucco lead. And this is going to be a defense check 3 on Neil Walker. And that's going to be ground ball to second, 1 out here in the top of the 9th. All right, so it looks like they fixed that. Thank God. All right, here's Jim Rice, flew to left his last time up. And this one is going to be a ground ball, grounder to third. So this is just your ground ball, 5-3, 2 down, and it's up to Ray Quinones. Let's see what McNamara wants to do. No, he just says, go with it. And this is going to be a batter 12-3 and grounder to short, and that's your game. So we ended up playing a whole game anyhow. Nice. Pirates win 4-0. 4-0. You can put in here whether you want, if you want to type in who got the save or whatever, but see, Melanson gets the win, Clemens gets the loss, and there was no doubt about it. Okay, so we're not going to worry about that. Let's clear this out. Do I have to enter results? Guess I do. Okay, thank you for entering my pitcher results. And it doesn't want to, oh yeah, closed, duh, my fault. I don't want to save the game results to box score replay. I don't care. And there we go. That's it. Done. Oh, you're welcome, Cousin Ken. Thank you for tolerating some modern baseball with me, as I wanted to see if we could get through a game, and we were able to change pitchers and all kinds of stuff, and we didn't get that lockup. So you're welcome. So tomorrow night, which would be tonight, I guess, for some of us, right? Yep, for all of us. Tonight, we'll be back to doing a little bit more Action PC Baseball. We'll do our final game tomorrow night of Action PC Baseball 2024. with the 1900s versus the 19th century. Hopefully, Cousin Ken will be joining me so he can do some managing of the 19th century guys. And then Wednesday night will be our. Again, I am not going to be. I'm not going to be checking out Action PC 2025 or anything. I'm going to basically install it, put in a season, make sure I've imported pictures, everything, and then we'll go live and we're going to just look at it, everybody, at the same time. Thanks, guys, for coming in. I really, really appreciate it. And Ken says that was fun. I always enjoy when the Sox lose. That's how you make friends in this baseball community dominated by Boston Red Sox fans. How about it? Again, and no, Sean, you play the way you want, buddy. But for everybody else, I still think, if you don't want to go for the whole physical game for $15, you really can't go wrong. It's such a wonderful game and everything that you can do with it. Pocket Pennant Run Baseball, new update. And this one only taking a little less than 2 weeks, huh? And I see the new update in your email. You never even installed the previous, then just get the full version, Sean. Just download that full update or full thing. Yep, well aware. How about it, cousin? Geez, Sean. Well, it's no wonder you've been pissed off at the game. If you didn't download the last one, just download. I think there's a full version. Just grab it, buddy. Just grab it. It's become a lot of fun. And again, you guys, if you just get the PDF version, it's $15, and the software is free. So whether you get the PDF version or you get the physical version of the game, Craig has so kindly made this available. Which is really, really cool. I want to check one more thing before I go. I'm sorry. I know I'm always saying, hey, I'm done, man. But I want to see I want to make sure this game totally updated properly. Yep, there we go. There's 2024. So for those of you that like the whole thing, there you go. And you could replay the World Series if you're a Yankees fan and what have you. So 2024 is in. This game is up to date. Completely. All right. So Craig Harris, if you catch this later, thank you, man. Are you going to work on making a few bat teams for this game, cuz? For this one? Or for another game or what? Because I know you have version 2 of this. I don't know if you bought version 3 yet. So it's kind of hard for me to go back to version 2. So, okay, for Pocket Pennant Run, cool. I may still have version 2 on here just for kind of sentimental purposes, but since, I don't roll right now like physical dice very, very much, this is kind of scratching the itch, at least till I figure out how the hell with 2 cats in limited room I can play some C&D, because I do miss it, Ken. I'm looking at that game over there that Jester had recommended, and thank you for your kindness as far as another baseball game. We'll just leave it at that, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't mind rolling up a game of that. So hopefully we'll do that. Man, I got to show. I'd be talking baseball all night, so I got to leave it go here. Everybody needs to get some sleep. So thank you to the heart and soul of this channel, truly, cousin Ken Castro. This is it's this channel's 6th birthday, and it would have stopped after year 1 if it wasn't for you, man. So thank you to my good friend Sean, World's Worst Gamer. Thank you, man. Just get the full version of it, Sean. Download it, play it. It's fun. Play advanced. It's cool. All right. Anyhow, Bernie Strom was with us here. I think he went to sleep before the Red Sox lost. But always good to see Bernie. Random Human was with us, and Mike Silva was first in the ballpark tonight at PNC. That's it, guys. Until tomorrow night, just play, live, and love baseball, man. All right, you're welcome, guys. Take care and good night. See you around the batting cage.